Are you feeling overwhelmed lately? Stressed out? Rest assured that you are not alone. But that itself is not a comfort statement. But what is a feeling overwhelmed? It happens when you are deeply immersed in a particular line of thoughts that evoked a particular state of emotion. So it is an intense state of thinking and emotionalization. But all of us feels it here and there. To some could be extensively, to some lightly. The degree differs depending on the subject at hand. But what is the cause? To me, I consider the feeling of overwhelming as an indicator, a sensor that informs that something is wrong. The other day I was driving the car and I saw a danger signal popped up. And I was like, what's going on with this car? Everything was just smooth. And then a few minutes later, I saw a sign says, coolant is low. Drive to a stop. So all I did is I looked for a shop that sells car products. And slowly I pulled to that shop. I went in, bought coolant, but I waited for a few minutes for car to cool off. Then I went and opened the bonnet and then opened the coolant area slowly, and the gas came, the heat came out, and then I pulled back the coolant, refill it, seal it, and when I turned the car on, the signal was gone. So it is true for feeling that feeling overwhelmed, depressed. Today, it wasn't so much different for me. So many things were going in my mind. I had set goals in particular tasks, and for some reason, it seems like there was one thing after the other that was popping up, removing my attention to that goal that I had set forth. So suddenly, I felt overwhelmed. Not too deep immersed in that feeling, but that feeling was lingering in my mind, and my body was feeling it, and I felt unease. It was difficult to focus, difficult to complete the task that was before me. Recognizing that signal, I did not just dwell it, babysitting it, and continue to pacify myself in that state. Instead, I recognized the signal, just as I did when the car gave me a signal of danger followed with a coolant is low. I did the same here. That feeling informed me that something imbalanced was going on in my mind. I was consuming a particular type of thoughts more than I should have. And therefore, I invoke emotion consistent with that thought. I step out of my desk, I put my socks on and my walking shoes, and I went for a walk. And as I went to a walk, I started meditating in Thanksgiving. I went into what I call a state of thanksgiving and just be grateful as I saw cars passing, as I felt the wind blowing. I was grateful for the fact I have the privilege and the opportunity to walk and enjoy these things. And as I immersed myself in that particular line of thoughts, suddenly I felt lighter in my shoulders, and therefore my neck and my head was much lighter than when I started my walk. All I did is move my attention from that which I was about to immerse myself, and it was not giving me pleasant feeling, and place my attention to something that was very obvious. The things that I was immersed myself and they were making me feeling overwhelmed, they were not relevant. They were not there. I couldn't see. But what I could see is what was before me.